welcome back to Dozen Cast Wellness Tarot. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having an awesome start to your Sunday, wherever you may be. This is the Sunday Oracle message. As always, my messages are meant to put a little pep in your steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along your path. Of course, they're general messages, so they may resonate. If they do, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. These are all general messages. So today's reading is going to be about being mindful versus having your mind full. So, ways to clear out the chaos, right? It's sort of a branch off of the show that I did last week where it was struggling versus surrendering. And the whole point of this is, as human beings, we oftentimes don't realize that we have control over the simplest things. One of them being our mind and our emotions and our reactions to our mind and our emotions. So what does being mindful even mean? Well, it means paying close attention or being especially conscious of something. Doesn't matter what it is. It's really that simple. Being mindful means paying close attention or being especially conscious of something. Why is being mindful so hard, you might ask? Well, many people grow frustrated with trying to incorporate mindfulness or practicing exercises to increase mindfulness because we're still focused on expectation rather than simply seeing things for how they actually are. When we do that, we have really misunderstood what mindfulness is, and we're creating a situation that has our own beliefs, i.e., our expectations, as what is the clear vision. So we're going to go through a couple of exercises and throw some cards as to how we can increase mindfulness on a sort of regular routine basis. And I just want to add, because I love this statistic. Mindfulness has been shown to increase your psychological and your social well-being, including your physical health. Higher levels of life satisfaction and positive emotions. Well, who doesn't want that? So we've got our oracle cards. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is the self-helper oracle. We're going to start here. We're just going to let Spirit talk to us, right? We're just going to let Spirit navigate us. How do we increase our mindfulness and eliminate our mind being full? Well, that was fast. We have two cards that have popped out. We have, I love this. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. So in other words, if you are struggling with the understanding of what mindfulness is, if you are struggling with the need to control situations, i.e. that expectation, right? That like whatever our end game we think is. Tune into it and learn to trust it, your soul. What is your heart telling you? What's your heart really saying to you? Are you even tuned into your heart? Are you listening to your heart? The second card we have is the lotus within you awaits. You are a master in light on high. Now, again, this is sort of like, what are you telling yourself? In those moments of self-reflection, in those moments where we are going within and allowing ourselves to hear our thoughts and feel our feelings, and when we're in the meditative sort of state, when we are doing grounding, when we're journaling, are we really listening to ourselves? Are we really paying attention to what our wisdom says, what our intuition says, what our heart says? Or are we trying to control the narrative because we have this expectation that we have set for ourselves? This is the Prairie Majesty Oracle, and I absolutely love this deck. It's colorful, it's different, and it has spoken to me since the day I got it. So I hope that I knew that it would work for this particular kind of reading. So I love this. We have the Badger and Defend. Am I fully claiming my authority? So this is like breaking down those barriers. This is losing that control, right? Understanding that trying to control the outcome or the expectation, situations, our emotions, our thoughts. We're putting limited sort of roadblocks, if you will, right? Or limiting roadblocks along our path. We are really boxing ourselves in. If we allowed ourselves to be free and really be empowered, because we are listening to what our heart, what our intuition, what our inner wisdom is guiding us to do, we will feel more fulfilled. We will feel more empowered. Our foundation becomes stronger, more solid. Well, that's just too many, Spirit, but we'll take this one. We've got the walnut tree and crack. What do I know without knowing why or how? The walnut tree and crack. What do I know without knowing why or how? Again, tuning into our inner knowing, right? That inner trust, that North Star that resides within all of us, right? Getting really down to the heart of the matter. I love that. All right. This is the Rustic Oracle. And while I shuffle these, a couple of things that we can do to increase mindfulness or to incorporate mindfulness, a mindfulness practice into our life. Spending time in nature, keeping our social media and time on devices sort of at a minimum, or at least controlled, meaning that we keep it in check, right? Eating mindfully, making sure that we're nourishing our body with what we need, as opposed to, maybe not drinking enough water, or taking in too much caffeine, or, just not nourishing your body well. This is a hard one, friends. Slowing down. To not always be in a rush, when we're doing like the proverbial fire drill every day. Making sure that we're sleeping right. This one is equally difficult. Focusing on one thing at a time. How many times have we wished that that was even possible, that we could just do one thing at a time? Because we get very scattered, right? Things are very chaotic. We're busy people. We have busy lives. Taking even just 5 minutes to sit quietly and to follow your own breath can help you feel more conscious and connected for the rest of your day. 5 minutes of just sitting there and connecting with your breath. We have the wheel and moving forward. On the outside, this is about clarity. This is about focus, right? On sort of the outside of this, right? Looking like a real big picture overview. This is about gaining more clarity and bringing things into a clearer sort of focus, right? And when we start to clear out the clutter in our mind, when we become very conscious and focused about our goals and our intentions, our thoughts, our feelings, what our heart is saying, what our inner wisdom is leading us to do, what it's guiding us to do. When we start to pay attention to those things, that is when we feel like we're moving forward. That is when we can see the momentum, right? Suddenly the fog lifts and the path becomes very clear. Our last card is from the universe, has your back. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. It's a little bit different than we normally do, but I thought it was important. And so please don't forget to do all those things that are so important to the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course hitting that bell notification. Comments are always appreciated. I'm most grateful for your continued support. I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I hope that you guys can tune in for that. Thank you for spending a bit of your Sunday with me. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. I love that. And it reminds me very much of this card with the crack from the walnut tree. And interestingly enough, we have the wheel that also has these spokes, right? These lines that go out from the center. These lines coming, are going up from the roots. The lines coming up from the roots. In this card from the Soul Helper Oracle, we're playing a harp, the strings attached, right? Even the badger has lines going up his face. So interesting, isn't it, friends? When you look at the pictures of the cards, they can really, really, really speak to you. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Turn your mind full into mindfulness and open up a whole new world of possibilities for yourself. Thank you for joining me today. Until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Bye for now.